Ancient mysteries still captivate us. But what if a photo revealed something no one expected? In Mexico, strange phenomena, from glowing eyes of fire to eerie fossils and a tower built of human bones, have intrigued explorers for decades. Here are some of the things captured in Mexico that shocked the whole world. Let's explore. In 2021, a leak in an underwater gas pipeline in Mexico caused the Eye of Fire, a giant circular flame that looked like molten lava rising from the depths. The fire burned intensely for almost 5 hours before workers used nitrogen to extinguish it. The disaster caused massive harm to marine life, including fish, dolphins, and sea turtles, enraging marine scientists. Despite safety measures, this shocking event revealed the unpredictable power of underwater forces. The viral images stunned people worldwide. A video appears to show a figure, described as a merman, crawling on a broken pier along the Mexican coast. The creature has a human-like skull and torso, but fins instead of legs. Its movements are unusual and do not match those of known marine animals. When it sees the camera, it quickly dives back into the ocean. The video quality is poor, making it difficult to confirm details. Some believe it could be a costume, digital editing, or a misidentified animal like a seal. Others argue that the figure's anatomy does not match any known species. Mexican coastline folklore includes stories of half-human, half-fish beings, adding cultural context. Whether real, fake, or mistaken, the footage contributes to ongoing curiosity about ocean mysteries. In 2007, divers in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula discovered the remains of a teenage girl named Naia in a flooded cave. She lived around 13,000 years ago, near the end of the Ice Age. Naia's remains are the oldest and best preserved found underwater, thanks to the cave's special conditions. Scientists were able to study her DNA, gaining valuable insights into early human migration to the Americas. Her discovery revealed that people lived in the Americas earlier than previously believed, and helped map their journey. The unknown circumstances surrounding her presence in the cave add a mysterious touch to this important discovery. Mexico's Cancun hides an extraordinary underwater museum with 500 life-sized human sculptures on the ocean floor. Created by British sculptor Jason de Caris Taylor and Mexican artists, the works form an evolving underwater gallery. Made from materials that encourage coral growth, these sculptures act as artificial reefs, supporting marine life and restoring the ecosystem. Swimming among them feels like exploring a silent underwater city, both beautiful and haunting. This museum blends art with environmental healing, showing how creativity can help protect our oceans. Do you believe projects like this, an underwater museum, can inspire more people to care about marine life? Comment and chat with me. Next, we journey deep underground to the Cave of Crystals, where towering glowing pillars seem almost otherworldly. In 2000, miners in Naica, Chihuahua, discovered the Cave of Crystals, filled with massive selenite crystals over 30 feet tall. These giant crystals took between 500,000 and 900,000 years to grow. The cave looks like an alien world, with glowing pillars creating a magical scene. However, it is extremely hot and humid, reaching nearly 136 degrees Fahrenheit, limiting human exploration to about 10 minutes without special cooling gear. Scientists race against time to study this breathtaking wonder safely. In 2013, paleontologists in northern Mexico uncovered a nearly 16-foot-long dinosaur tail preserved for 70 million years. Its 50 vertebrae were remarkably intact, showing details often missing in such finds. The tail belonged to a hadrosaur, a duck-billed dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period. Further digging revealed additional bones, suggesting a mostly complete skeleton. This discovery provides fresh insights into the dinosaur's movement and way of life, with more remains likely still resting nearby. The ancient Maya were master architects, and the temple of Kukulcan at Chichen Itza proves they were far more advanced than imagined. When you stand at the pyramid's base and clap, the sound returns as a chirp like a bird's call, followed by raindrop-like patterns. This is no accident. Acoustic experts confirm that the Maya designed the pyramid's steps and geometry to create these sounds. Over 1,000 years ago, Without modern tools, the Maya precisely measured to turn a stone pyramid into a musical instrument. The chirp resembles the Quetzal bird's call, sacred to the Maya and linked to their god Kukulcan. This suggests the sound had religious and ceremonial meaning. This achievement reveals the Maya's sophistication. They created immersive experiences, combining architecture, acoustics, and spirituality. Modern engineers study the pyramid to learn how the Maya made this acoustic miracle, showing ancient civilizations had deep knowledge we still seek to understand. Did you like this video? Don't forget to hit the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I promise to bring you more awesome content. But the mysteries don't stop there. Next we explore Camazotz, a bat-inspired figure whose eerie presence still haunts Maya legends. Long before modern Batman, the ancient Maya had Camazotz, a bat-inspired deity linked to the idea of the afterlife. This figure had a bat-like face with noticeable teeth and a humanoid body. Ancient texts describe Camazotz as a strong entity that challenged foes with its sharp teeth. The detailed and consistent images in Mayan art closely match modern ideas of bat-human hybrids. Some believe these points refer to ancient encounters with unknown phenomena, while others see them as a common human fascination with combining animal and human features. Camazotz remains an important symbol of the afterlife and the underworld in Maya culture. Researchers accidentally discovered a massive shipwreck while testing underwater drones in the Gulf of Mexico. The sonar revealed a ship standing 124 feet tall on the ocean floor. Marine archaeologists identified it as a 19th-century vessel that sank over a century ago. Evidence showed the ship caught fire before sinking, trapping the crew and passengers far from shore. Remarkably, the Gulf's underwater conditions preserved the wreck well, allowing a detailed study of its construction, cargo, and story. Artifacts found reveal life and trade in 19th-century maritime travel. This find shows how much maritime history remains hidden underwater, with thousands of wrecks yet to be uncovered in the Gulf. In 2010, marine biologists discovered a strange new fish in the Gulf of Mexico, called the Louisiana pancake batfish. It looks like a pancake, flat, thick, and small enough to fit in your hand. But what makes it truly unusual is how it moves. Instead of swimming, it uses its fins to walk along the ocean floor, like a bat crawling on land. This fish belongs to the batfish family, Ogcocephalidae. At first, scientists thought it might be a mutated or injured fish because its shape and movement were so odd. But the Louisiana pancake batfish naturally looks and behaves this way. Its flat body and walking fins are perfect adaptations for life on the deep sea floor, where it hunts small prey and navigates the terrain. The discovery of this weird fish shows how much we still don't know about ocean life. Even in well-explored places like the Gulf of Mexico, new species are found regularly. Each find, like this batfish, reveals how the ocean continues to surprise us and expand our understanding of marine life. The Lasiognathus Dinema, an anglerfish found 640 feet deep in the northern Gulf of Mexico, looks like a creature from a nightmare. It lives in total darkness where sunlight never reaches, a harsh environment few creatures survive. Like other anglerfish, it uses a glowing bioluminescent lure that dangles like a fishing line in front of its mouth. This light attracts prey in the pitch-black water. When a fish comes close, the anglerfish opens its huge mouth and swallows the prey whole. The mouth is nearly as big as its body, allowing it to eat animals almost its size. What fascinates scientists most is how it thrives under extreme pressure that would crush most life instantly. This species shows how life can adapt to Earth's toughest environments. Discoveries like this help us understand life's limits on Earth and hint at what alien life might be like on other planets with extreme conditions. The strange existence of the Lasiognathus Dinema reminds us that the deep sea is still largely unexplored. It's an alien world filled with creatures too strange to be imagined, highlighting how much we have yet to learn about our own planet's oceans. The town of Palmitas in Mexico underwent an incredible transformation that looks like it came from an animated movie. The entire town became a giant canvas painted with bright rainbow colors. Every building and wall turned into vibrant art, changing the town from ordinary to extraordinary. This project did more than beautify Palmitas. It raised property values, attracted tourists, and boosted the local economy. What began as an art effort became a vital lifeline for the community. Aerial photos show a colorful patchwork of blues, reds, yellows and greens visible from miles away. More importantly, the project united residents, gave them pride, and proved art's power to create positive change. Palmitas inspired similar projects worldwide, showing how creativity and community spirit can transform lives. This painted town is a powerful example of how humans can reshape their world, one wall at a time. Which discovery from Mexico shocked you the most? Share your pick and why in the comments. The Island of the Dolls, or Isla de las Muñecas, lies in Xochimilco's canals near Mexico City. It's known for hundreds of weathered dolls hanging from trees, with worn faces and missing parts, creating a mysterious and eerie atmosphere that attracts thousands of visitors yearly. The story begins with Don Julian Santana Barrera, who lived alone on the island for over 50 years. After witnessing a young girl's tragic accident nearby, he started collecting dolls to honor her spirit and protect the island from further misfortune. Over time, the collection grew. Don Julian believed the dolls were linked to the girl's presence, saying he heard whispers and sensed movement when no one watched. Visitors report chills, feelings of being watched, or sudden unease. The doll's eerie appearance has deepened with sun and rain exposure. Whether imagined or real, the island stands as a tribute to grief and devotion. One man's sorrow created a haunting legacy that continues to fascinate. The dolls silently tell a story of loss and the human need for comfort from the past. In 2015, archaeologists uncovered part of an Aztec tower made from human remains, called the Huey Tzompantli. This 500-year-old structure was built with the remains of 603 individuals, far more than the few dozen first assumed. Originally thought to be enemy warriors honored after battle, new analysis found many remains belonged to women and children, suggesting the tower was part of complex ritual practices, not just a war trophy. The tower's precise construction shows careful planning and advanced Aztec architectural skills. The remains highlight the cultural importance of the site and the deliberate effort behind it. The Huey Tzompantli reveals the complexity of ancient civilizations and challenges us to understand their culture beyond modern perspectives. In July 1944, Waldemar Jules Rude's horse stumbled over something buried in Acámbaro, Guanajuato, Mexico. Excavations uncovered 32,000 ceramic figurines depicting dinosaurs, ancient Egyptians, Sumerians, Caucasians, and other cultures. Radiocarbon dating placed them between 1,500 and 6,500 years old. The mystery is that the dinosaur species shown were only named by scientists in the 19th and 20th centuries. How did ancient people know their appearance? The figurines show extraordinary detail, matching modern paleontology and portraying people from civilizations thought never to have contacted pre-Columbian Mexico. Their good preservation also raises questions, with critics calling them modern hoaxes and supporters seeing evidence of advanced ancient knowledge or unknown contacts. The Acámbaro figures challenge our understanding of history. If genuine, they suggest ancient people knew about dinosaurs and had ties to distant cultures, urging us to rethink the past. Real or not, they remain one of Mexico's most fascinating archaeological mysteries. In 2021, residents of Santa Maria Zacatepec, Puebla, faced a terrifying event when a massive sinkhole about 60 meters wide suddenly opened in a farmer's field, swallowing an entire house. The family heard rumbling sounds they first mistook for fireworks, but soon saw water bubbling around their home. Within hours, the ground beneath the house collapsed, engulfing everything inside. Thankfully, the family escaped unharmed but lost all their belongings. This sinkhole is huge enough to cover multiple city blocks and looks like a meteor crater due to its size and depth. Geologists attribute its formation to underground water erosion that weakened the bedrock over time, causing the earth to collapse. Sinkholes like this are becoming more frequent in Mexico because of excessive groundwater pumping combined with natural geological processes. As water levels drop underground, soil and rock lose stability, making sudden collapses more likely. The Puebla sinkhole shows how unpredictable the earth can be. The solid ground beneath us can vanish without warning, destroying homes and lives. While tragic for the family, the event offers scientists valuable insight into geological risks and highlights the need to monitor underground water to prevent future disasters. In 2015, fishermen off northwestern Mexico found 2 conjoined whales in Laguna Ojo de Libre, a discovery never before documented in marine biology. The whales, about 4 meters long, were joined at the torso, sharing vital organs but having separate heads and tails. This rare condition, unheard of in whales until then, stunned scientists. Conjoined twins are extremely rare in humans, occurring in about 1 in 50,000 to 200,000 births, but have never been seen in whales. These whales' size suggests they survived for some time despite their condition. Their survival likely depended on support from their pod, raising questions about whale intelligence and social cooperation. Scientists wonder how the pod helped the conjoined whales swim, find food, and avoid predators. This case shows how whales adapt socially and highlights how much remains unknown about their biology and behavior. The Mexican conjoined whales offer a unique glimpse into the complexity of ocean life and the adaptability of these marine giants. The Dulce Base, an alleged underground site near Dulce, New Mexico, is less well known than Area 51, but plays a key role in popular speculation. Stories began in the 1930s and gained attention in the 1970s, when former officer Gabe Valdez looked into unusual happenings. He described finding livestock with unusual, carefully made marks and missing parts, unlike typical wildlife activity. Nearby, he noted the presence of uncommon items, such as protective gear and electronic components. Valdez also reported seeing a quiet, dark craft performing extraordinary movements in the area. One notable claim involved discovering a deceased animal with an unusual offspring, hinting at advanced biological research. According to some theories, Dulce Base is said to be a collaborative facility with multiple underground levels, where various studies involving humans and animals take place. Critics highlight the lack of solid evidence, no clear images, official records, or physical proof apart from eyewitness testimonies, and suggest simpler explanations for the incidents. Despite this, ongoing reports and credible sources like Valdez maintain public interest. Whether fact or fiction, tales of Dulce Base tap into deep concerns about hidden operations and the possibility of contact beyond our world. Subscribe now and join us as we uncover even more hidden secrets and astonishing stories from Mexico and beyond. Mexico City International Airport, one of Latin America's busiest, is also known for reports of an unusual presence. In the so-called airplane resting area, where retired planes await their next steps, many employees have noticed a faint figure of a young girl dressed in dark clothing, with a pale face and long hair. These observations are consistent among different workers who describe seeing the figure near the windows of unused aircraft. The presence seems aware of onlookers, and often disappears quickly when noticed, suggesting something beyond mere imagination. This phenomenon has been reported by security guards, maintenance teams, and others over several years, causing some staff to avoid working alone there, especially during night shifts. Management has offered support to those affected. Skeptics suggest these sightings could be explained by shadows or the psychological effects of working in a quiet, isolated environment. However, the repeated accounts from trustworthy witnesses continue to keep the story alive. Whether fact or perception, this tale has become part of the airport's unofficial lore, reminding us that even in a modern world, some experiences remain mysterious. The small artistic town of Taos, New Mexico, is known for the Taos hum, a low-frequency sound of unknown origin. First reported in the early 1990s, residents described it as a buzzing, hissing, or distant engine noise. Only about 2% of people can hear it, sparking scientific studies to determine if it's real or psychological. Joey Mullins, an engineering professor, led research involving interviews and acoustic tests, but found no clear source. Interestingly, different people reported different sounds, suggesting personal experiences rather than one acoustic event. Theories range from industrial noise and underground activity to tinnitus or even secret experiments. Similar hums appear worldwide, always low frequency, persistent, and heard by a small group. These sounds cause real distress for listeners, yet remain undetectable by usual equipment, challenging what we know about perception and sound. The Taos hum remains a mystery, affecting those who hear it and puzzling researchers. Located near the Mexican border in Tucson, Arizona, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base hosts the Boneyard, the world's largest aircraft storage facility. It spans 2,600 acres and holds over 4,000 retired military planes. These include supersonic fighters, massive cargo planes, and bombers once designed to carry nuclear warheads. Rows of silent aircraft stretch to the horizon, their powerful legacy now still under the desert sun. The Arizona desert's dry climate, low humidity, and altitude make it ideal for preserving aircraft, preventing rapid deterioration. Some planes are kept ready to fly again. Others are used for parts, but most will be scrapped. The dismantling process is careful yet somber, as once expensive war machines are broken down. Fighter jets that once broke the sound barrier now house wildlife, and giant bombers are slowly reclaimed by nature. The boneyard symbolizes rapid military progress and the high cost of air power. It represents millions of dollars in investment set aside as newer planes replace the old. Aviation fans can take guided tours to explore aircraft from World War II to modern stealth fighters, all preserved by the desert's dry air. In 1994, archaeologists unearthed a sealed chamber in the ancient Mayan city of Palenque. Inside was the sarcophagus of a woman covered in bright red cinnabar powder, giving her the title the Red Queen. Her resting place was extraordinary, with a skull decorated by pearls and a jade tiara, typical of Mayan leaders. Such a grand arrangement was rare for a woman, as authority usually passed through male heirs, and female burials were seldom so elaborate. Scientific study showed she was about 60 years old at her passing, with well-preserved remains enabling detailed insights into her life. Her exact role is unclear. She may have been a leader or a close relative of one. Her tomb held valuable pottery, jewelry, and artifacts comparable to those of Mayan kings, indicating significant status. The red cinnabar was a symbol of renewal and the afterlife, suggesting she was believed to hold an important spiritual position. The Red Queen's burial highlights the complexity of Mayan society and challenges previous ideas about female leadership roles. It continues to enhance our understanding of this ancient culture and the untold stories of its influential figures. That's all for today. We've explored 22 of Mexico's most shocking discoveries, from underwater fires that seem like portals to hell to ancient tombs reshaping Mayan history. Thanks for joining this journey through Mexico's discoveries. If you enjoyed it, please comment on your favorite find and leave a thumbs up to help others discover these stories. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for updates on new mysteries and discoveries worldwide. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember, the most incredible finds often hide in plain sight.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.